We are outside the Santiago Bernabeu and we are joined by ex-classmate but also a multimedia journalist at Real Madrid TV, Nick Eisenman. Welcome to Let's Be Real.
Thank you very much. It's long overdue, I feel like.
Yeah, man, long overdue, but I'm glad you're here. A good victory, not a good but an important victory against Athletic Club de Bilbao. Did you see a reaction from Real Madrid that was expected after the humiliating defeat to Arsenal?
You know, I definitely saw it after halftime. The first half was very slow. You could tell what Athletic Club came here to do. They came here to get a point, second in La Liga in draws, actually. And there were 10 changes that Valverde made from that side that beat Rangers Thursday night. Just Alex Berenguer was the only person that stayed, not even the goalkeeper. They went with a second-choice goalkeeper against Rangers in the Europa League. So they did what they came here to do for about 90 minutes. But in the end, the cream rose to the top, if you will. Real Madrid, too much quality, really banging down the door in that second half, and a deserved win in the end.
Deserved win for sure, and the goal from Fede Valverde was very special. We know he's just known for scoring golazos, the bangers as we call. But what was that importance of that goal with respect to the title race? Is there a league still alive?
There's 100% a league still alive, and then if you consider the fact, of Barcelona, they have to play us twice, they have to play Inter Milan twice in the span of, 2 or 3 weeks. We can assume that they're going to drop points. They should have dropped points yesterday against Celta. Controversial penalty awarded. Controversial non-sending off for Rafinha you and I spoke about yesterday. So we can count on them dropping points. It's back to just 4 points at the top. 6 games to go. And in fact, interestingly enough, coincidentally said, I'm sure you already know this, Barcelona have to go to the San Mamés on match day 38. Who knows what importance it will have that day.
Definitely. I think Barcelona have a few tough fixtures. I think they play Villarreal also, if I'm not wrong. But talking about Barcelona, we have a Copa del Rey final in the weekend. Do you think Real Madrid have it in them to turn around the whole mental block that they've had this season? 9-2 on aggregate, smacked by them in the 2 games that we have played. Do you think they can turn this around in the Copa del Rey?
100%. And I think, you speak about the mental aspect. It's super important. The mental aspect, think about this, the mental aspect of knowing that Robert Lewandowski is not going to be on the pitch, knowing that Alejandro Balde is going to be touch and go for that game. The mentality of knowing that they're going to be without some of their best players, it almost creates that sense of, wow, we for sure have the better players now. We can go and win this thing. I think it's anybody's game. I think if anything, Real Madrid does have the advantage heading into this Saturday.
Man, that would be great, and a trophy would be very important, and a trophy against Barcelona will always be celebrated. A lot of players had a good game, but I'll start with Arda Güler. He came in late, had an impact on the game. Do you think he should have had more time throughout the season, or is he just slow and he has been, integrated well and his time will come?
It's one of those things that, kind of goes back to my previous point, with Ancelotti. It's not hard to manage. Maybe in any other side in the world, Arda Güler gets a lot more minutes. It's really hard when you've got, 3 top 3 players in the world, basically, 3 top 5, definitely in the world players, Ballon d'Or nominees, unanimous every single year, year after year. It's hard. He's still young. Would we like to see him play more? Of course, we'd like to probably see Endrick play more too, but it's just not the fact of the matter. Kylian Mbappe, obviously suspended today, scoring goals for fun. Vinny Jr. not at top goal scoring form, but we know he's got it in him. Excellent finish today. Another VAR controversy. It wouldn't be a Spanish football game without some referee controversy. Jude Bellingham as well being brought down in the box. If that's not a penalty, then I'm not really sure how the one yesterday in the Barcelona game was a penalty. But yeah, you love to see the youngsters play. They bring so much energy. What I love about Arda Güler, obviously, what he brings to the team, he's got that left foot. So from set-piece situations, maybe something is something that the squad is lacking right now. But he's got to wait his turn. When you've got those players in front of you, that's just the fact of the matter.
Definitely. Hopefully his time will come. Before you go, the last question. Who was your man of the match today and why?
My man of the match had to have been Fede Valverde. And interestingly, I talked about it in my post-game comments inside the stadium as well. He had that shot just a minute before from outside the box, almost calibrating, getting his sights. And I'll tell you what, Sid, if the screens around the pitch weren't there, that outside of the box hit, it would have hit me and Jimena right in the legs. But no, it was a great. He was great today. Again, playing out of position at the end of the game. Sid, Real Madrid had 3 midfielders playing in the back line because Carlo took Asensio off, and then obviously Tchouaméni slots back into defense. So yeah, it's got to be Fede Valverde for me. Just his versatility, his heart, what he brings to the team. You can see obviously emotionally, 91st minute, you're always going to celebrate a goal. But the way everyone in the team came over and embraced him, it was something really special.
Man, definitely. And I think a lot of people sometimes don't talk about Fede Valverde enough. We always mention Vinny, the Rodrigos, the Mbappes, even
the flair players, yeah.
Yeah, but the effort that he puts into the squad is just incredible. Like, I think he's just invaluable. But thank you, man. Thank you so much for joining us on Let's Be Real and talking to us. It was great having you.